She felt your silence before she understood it. That quiet distance you created now lives in her head. You didn't need to argue. You didn't need to explain. You simply walked away. Hit like and subscribe. Stay here if you want to understand real power. When you stop chasing, her curiosity becomes obsession. She scrolls through your old messages. She checks your stories. She tries to replace you but can't. That's the moment most men ruin. They break the silence because they can't handle the void. But the void is what makes her crave. Walking away is not loss, it is command. It's the space where respect grows, where control returns. The question is simple. Can you hold the line long enough for her to break first? Point number 1, the weight of silence. When was the last time you sat in silence without reaching for your phone? No music, no notifications, no distraction, just you and the echo of your own thoughts. Most men fear that sound. They run from it, drown it out with noise, or fill it with words that mean nothing. But silence is not emptiness. It is exposure. It shows you what's left when the mask falls. Picture this. You're standing in front of the gym mirror after she's gone. No message. No closure. Only the quiet hum of fluorescent lights. That's when it hits you, the weight of silence. It's heavier than anger. It's colder than distance, and it's yours to carry. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life." He understood that stillness is not retreat. It's the training ground for restraint. The old warriors sat by dying fires, speaking little. Their calm was not weakness. It was awareness sharpened by pain. They knew silence reveals truth faster than any argument. Today, your battleground is different. You face texts left unread, calls ignored, rooms once shared. You feel the urge to fill the space, to prove something, to fix it. Don't. That noise is your undoing. Every second you stay silent, you reclaim ground. You remind her and yourself that you are not chasing validation. You are becoming someone who doesn't need noise to feel power. Train your silence. Can you sit in it without breaking? Because what comes next is not peace, it's clarity. And when that clarity hits, you will see who truly controls the distance and who is still trapped in the noise you left behind. Stay with it. The silence is only the beginning. Point number 2. Her mind starts to spiral. When you walked away, she didn't understand it. At first, she thought it was a trick, a test. Then the hours turned to days, and the silence started to whisper. She stares at her phone longer now, scrolls through old photos, reads your messages again, word by word, looking for signs she missed. Her mind starts to spiral, trying to rewrite what already ended. You can feel it. The energy shifts when you pull back. Every unanswered message becomes a mirror she can't avoid. She starts asking questions she never asked before. Was he serious? Did I lose him? Why isn't he chasing? Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." That's where she lives now, in imagination, in the space you left behind. Ancient men knew this pattern. They understood that absence is a teacher. They went to battle, leaving behind what they desired to test what remained true. In that distance, both the strong and the weak revealed themselves. Now it's your turn to hold that ground. Don't reach out. Don't feed her spiral. Let the silence work. Let her questions build pressure until they break her pride. This isn't revenge. It's equilibrium. You are resetting the balance that emotion distorted. The longer she wonders, the clearer your value becomes. She starts to see what her words once hid. Control your response. Control the pace. Let her feel the loss before you even consider returning. Train your detachment. Can you let her spiral without stepping into the storm? Because when her thoughts run in circles, you stay still. You become the center she keeps orbiting, and that's when the real power begins to show. Stay silent. Her confusion is doing the work for you. Point number 3. Respect through absence. When did you last earn respect without saying a word? Not through charm, not through effort, but through distance. That's the part most men never understand. They think respect comes from being seen, being heard, being available. But what if the opposite is true? What if disappearing is the moment she finally sees you? You used to reply fast. You used to explain your side, fix her moods, defend your worth. Now the room is empty. Your name sits in her inbox, untouched but heavy. She feels the absence like a weight pressing on her chest. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." He meant this. Learn to endure being misunderstood. That's what walking away demands. In the ancient world, soldiers left home for years. They didn't chase reassurance. Their silence built a legend stronger than words. When they returned, their presence meant more because they could disappear without apology. In this world, your silence is your uniform. Every hour you hold your distance, you teach her something she didn't want to learn. That your attention was never guaranteed. That your time had value. That your energy wasn't infinite. Most men break before that truth sinks in. They reach back too soon, desperate to be remembered. And in that moment, respect fades. You teach her that your boundaries were only threats, not standards. Hold your ground. Let your absence do what your words never could. Respect doesn't grow in noise. It grows in quiet recognition of loss. Train your composure. Can you let silence build your name louder than your voice ever did? Because if you can, she'll remember you not as the man who left, but as the one who didn't need to stay to be felt. That is respect through absence. Point number 4. The power in restraint. When was the last time you stopped yourself before speaking, before reacting, before proving a point you didn't need to prove? That pause right there is power. Most men confuse movement with strength. They chase, argue, over-explain. They think reacting fast means staying in control, but the truth is colder. Real control is what you don't do. Imagine this. You see her post with someone new. Your hand hovers over the screen. You want to text, to correct, to reclaim, but you don't. You sit with it. You let the emotion burn without moving an inch. That's restraint. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That line is the edge between strength and surrender. The ancient men who lived by it didn't seek calm in comfort. They forged it in pressure, in silence, in waiting. You face the same war in modern form. A message left unread. A plan cancelled without reason. A woman pulling away to test your reactions. And every time you hold back, you win ground. Restraint is not weakness. It's discipline made visible. It's the quiet refusal to let impulse destroy position. Each pause builds distance, and distance builds control. You are not proving you don't care. You are proving you decide when and how to act. And that precision creates respect. Train your restraint. Can you stay still while everything around you tries to provoke a reaction? Because the moment you master that silence, you become untouchable. You stop chasing, explaining, or defending. You move when you choose, not when emotion tells you to. And that's when your presence starts to carry the weight of power itself. You've seen what happens when you walk away. When you let silence speak louder than reaction. When you choose restraint over impulse. That's not just control, it's evolution. Every pause, every moment you don't chase, builds strength most men never touch. You've learned that absence isn't weakness, it's presence with purpose. And in that quiet, you don't lose her. You find yourself. If this message hit somewhere real for you, thank you for watching. This channel isn't about pretending to be perfect. It's about men like you learning to move with calm, act with purpose, and think with clarity. If you got value from this video, take a second to like it. Subscribe if you want more conversations like this, straight, grounded, and built on truth. And if you've ever been in that silence yourself, share what you felt in the comments. Someone out there will relate more than you think. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.